Emily, and it's time to mix sports and the law. Scott Ostler from the Chronicle is going to hang around. I want to get your thoughts on the Barry Bonds verdict. We went through this with Steve Moskowitz when Bonds got the guilty on obstruction on Wednesday. I just want to read to you statement C here. They asked Barry Bonds, the grand jury does in 03, did Greg, meaning Greg Anderson, ever give you anything that required a syringe to inject yourself with? This is the response that got Barry the guilty. He answered, I've only had one doctor touch me, and that's my own personal doctor, Greg. Like I said, we didn't get into each other's personal lives. We're friends, but we don't sit around and talk baseball because he knows I don't want to. I don't want to come to my house talking baseball. If you want to come to my house and talk about fishing, some other stuff, we'll be good friends. You come around talking about baseball, you go on. I don't talk about his business, you know what I mean. And then the grand jury responded, right. And then he responded again, that's what keeps our friendship. You know, I'm sorry, but that, you know, that I was a celebrity child, not just in baseball, but my own instincts. I became a celebrity child with a famous father. His father, of course, Bobby Bonds. I just don't get in other people's business because of my father's situation, you see. The reason I bring this up, and we welcome back Steve Moskowitz, I wanted to just inform the audience of that point. So I'm still trying to figure out how this jury could have not guilty on the 3 counts of perjury, and then on this response, Steve, they say guilty unanimously, obviously 12-0. Where did he obstruct justice in this response, is my question.
He didn't. He wasn't responsive to the question, but he didn't. All they had to do was just say, you didn't answer my question, and ask it again. This should not turn Barry into a felon, but it did.
Scotty, what's your take on this?
Well, I'm surprised that 12 people could agree on anything on Barry Bonds because he's serious. He's such a polarizing guy that, man, people either love him or hate him or can't understand him or do understand him and think he's brilliant. So I agree with Steve that it was pretty weird to give a guy a felony for this kind of strange answer, which we're all used to from Barry anyway, because he's kind of tends to be all over the map.
And in the beginning of his answer, he did kind of answer the question. He said, I've only had one doctor touch me, and then he moved on, and he kind of, you know, went off on Barryism, but that's not obstruction, is it?
No, and nobody ever said Greg was a doctor. So the problem here is that it's so off the wall, it's so strange, in that where he has his best chance of trying to say that the jury there's off the wall. I mean, I'm kind of really offended by it because, again, you're turning a guy into a felon because it wasn't responsive. He didn't lie. He didn't charge him with lying. It's just he didn't respond.
Are there times where juries get, I don't know if you call it confused, but so many things going on and they're thinking, well, geez, we got to walk out of here with something to give people, so let's throw them under the bus on this one?
Sure. There are 12 people trying to do something. They're put in a situation where they're told a lot of rules that they're not familiar with. Right. And something else. Everybody's unfamiliar. I see it all the time in the office. I'll ask clients when I'm defending them, and they have every reason to want to tell me things, and they don't listen to a question, or they misinterpret it, or sometimes the proceedings are going on, and they're not listening, and they're just getting bored. And you see it all the time. Joe Biden falling asleep during the president's speech. They do it all the time.
Gotta go. Giants pregame.